receiving cuts on the flat of your blade. It's such an incredibly simple concept. It's so obvious. It's very, very simple. If he throws a cut at me, there's no cut that he can throw from any angle, 360 degrees, that I cannot receive it on the flat of my strong and not on my edge. There's no cut that I need to receive on my edge. He can throw a diagonal cut up high, and I'll block it with the flat of my weapon. He can throw it lower, I'll block it with the flat of my weapon on the strong. I can drop down, again, flat of my strong, flat of my strong, flat of my strong, flat of my strong, flat of my strong. Again, flat of my strong, 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 flat of my strong. Throw a cut. 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 Flat of my strong. Nowhere do I have to block with my edge. Indeed, it is less efficient to actually turn my edge into a place so that the blades bite into each other, and now to hit him back, I have to turn my edge out of that while he's reacting and moving in the process. If I go to my iron door position, just by staying here, if he cuts at me, he can't hit anything but my flat. It's just how it works. If I'm in my strike clip and he cuts at me, it will hit my flat. If I'm in my hanging and he cuts at me, it will hit my flat. If I'm in my oaks and he cuts at me, it will hit my flat. If in my left flute he cuts at me, it cannot hit anything but my flat. My door's tooth cannot do anything but hit my flat. It's the nature. I have to go out of my way to actually turn my edge into his blow. Out of my way to turn my edge into. So, I think the reason that people can't understand this sometimes is because they've been so bombarded by decades of bad movie and TV fighting, and they've been so indoctrinated by modern fencing, sport fencing, with its rigid edge blocks. A type of modern fencing that does not use displacing cuts and does not have to worry about a true edge and a flat. They've been so indoctrinated by that they can't see any other way of doing it. But for us in Arma, because we're fighting with proper range, proper energy, with proper intent, we ended up figuring out very easily, very obviously, that this is what the source literature is telling us. So frankly, I don't really care that other people aren't getting it. The fact is we're getting it. There are times where I can intercept his cut, move it against it, and again, I can intercept any cut 360 degrees by closing in against it. He can throw a vertical cut, and I stop. I'm not parrying it. I'm not blocking edge on edge. I'm intercepting. I stifle, I close and encounter it before it has any energy, before it's committed at the spot that has the least amount of momentum. But I have the most amount of leverage. I stopped it here. He can throw a low cut. I can step into it, close against it, and cut him. This is not a parry of edge. This is intercepting and a cut at him. He can throw a diagonal cut at me. Cut. And I can hit flat on edge and hit him block him flat, edge on flat, cut him without blocking his edge. He could throw a low cut at me, underhand. Again, cut. I hit edge on flat and expose him. Again, same move again. Cut. Again, I hit edge on flat and expose him. Thank you. Nowhere do I have to block him edge on edge. Nowhere do I have to receive his blows on my edge. Nowhere.